This is a plea to save hundreds of Torahs and sacred Jewish artifacts. They're in Iraq, and the Obama administration National Archives is planning to hand them over to the Iraqi government, which has systematically brutalized Jews and will destroy all the property, and a priceless legacy and heritage will be lost. So what's the background? Well, Jews got to Iraq in 586 BCE when the Babylonians, who were then the Iraqis, today's Iraqis, destroyed the temple and brought the Jews back to Babylonia, and the Jews lived there and spread out through the Arabian Peninsula from 586 before zero until now. At one time, 40% of Baghdad was Jewish in the 1940s. It wasn't that long ago. And a very significant chunk of the Iraqi population in the urban areas was Jewish, and they contributed mightily to the country. Well, that all changed. They were systematically brutalized, their property destroyed, synagogues destroyed, mostly when they went into league with the Nazis during World War II. So now there are less than 10 Jews left in Iraq. Well, when Saddam Hussein was overthrown, U.S. troops found in a waterlogged basement very valuable Jewish items, which have been restored, and they're in the safekeeping of the United States. Well, the United States is planning to give them to Iraq, the Iraqi government, which will be horrible. And so the Jewish community is mobilizing to try and convince Obama. Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm sure if they were holy Qurans, that he would move mountains to make sure that they were not desecrated. And the basic idea is, this report that went from the Gladstone Institute said that the money and property were confiscated, their rights denied, subjected to being imprisoned or murdered, while ethnic cleansing was committed by forcing the Jews to immigrate. He said Iraqi Jews have been genuine citizens for thousands of years, even before Muslims and Christians. So when all this happened, and these select documents are now in big trouble, the thing is they don't belong to Iraq. They were stolen from private homes, schools, and synagogues in the 1970s. It was the cultural property of the Iraqi Jewish community, and according to Jewish law, sacred objects such as Torahs must be entrusted to the living Jewish community. The Jewish community in Iraq is virtually extinct, so the Jews of Iraqi origin and their descendants now live outside Iraq and Israel and the West. When there were Jews in Iraq, the modern state of Iraq only showed contempt for them and their heritage. It did its utmost to persecute and destroy its unique pre-Islamic Jewish community. And so Iraq does not have the resources to conserve and store the archives safely, and you know they won't. Their Jews, 90% of whom are in Israel from Iraq, will be debarred from access to original documents and history if the archive returns to Iraq. So what we're asking basically is that these documents be turned over to the living Jews of the Iraqi Jewish community and not to the Iraqi government, which will destroy them. Such a valuable and irreplaceable archive, why would the United States return it to a group that has so systematically persecuted Jews and will simply destroy this Jewish property?